All right, guys. Good morning. It's Saturday. LSU plays Alabama today, so that's pretty cool. My hair is messed up, so please forgive me for my presentation. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get right into this video. So today I'm gonna be talking about the time I saw the Beast. I actually knew the Beast. I talked to him, um, and I yeah, I'm just gonna be telling you guys about him, like what he looks like and stuff, and uh, yeah, just what he's like. So yeah, so the first time I saw the Beast was in a mental hospital. This is gonna make me sound crazy because I'm talking about like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna chill. Okay, so this guy, it was like the first day I came in to this new wing, and I sat down on my bed and I was just sitting there chilling, and then this guy comes in and he's like pudgy, he's short, he's fat, he's not attractive. And I mean, I don't know if guys are attractive or not. I'm not attracted to guys. Just saying that, just putting that out there. But this guy, I'm guessing he was not attractive to women. There you go. But anyway, he he comes in and he's just like, you just see this guy and you can tell he just like has crap in his pants. Like he he has literal feces just like in his pants, and he's walking around and it's just jiggling around in there. Like you just see him and it just comes to mind. It's like that guy has crap in his pants. Like 100% he just pooped his pants. And that's just like the main thing. That's like the main thing that I just noticed about this guy, like right off the bat. Also, like the way that he moved, his flesh, it was just like it was tainted. It was just filthy. It was like he was like a worm. It was like, you know how like worms move, they like inch across, and like they like pulsate, like almost like larvae, like fly larvae. Like they're like pulsating and moving in weird ways. That's like kind of like how this guy's flesh worked. It's like how it's just like it's like the filth that was inside of him, inside of his flesh. And so he comes over, and I didn't know what to think. I had a bad feeling about him. It was like this sickness in my heart. I didn't get the rage that I felt. I didn't get the fury that I felt when I had seen Satan, like with my other video that I made, when I said I like had this fury when I saw Satan. With this guy, I didn't have that fury. I had just like disgust. It was just, I felt gross. Like in my spirit, I felt just like gross, bro. And so he comes over and he sits down next to me, and he's like talking to me, and he's asking me if he can have my watch. He wants my watch. And I'm like, I'm like trying to please everybody. Like that was a problem that I really struggled with, is I could never tell anybody no. Like I wanted to give everybody everything. Like I wanted to be nice to everybody, and like I couldn't tell anybody no. So I was like thinking about giving him my watch. I didn't want to, I didn't want anything he had, but he wanted it. So I was like, okay, I'll give it to him if he wants it. And it even says that in the Bible, like if someone is trying to take your cloak, give him, or no, if someone's trying to take your tunic, give him your cloak as well. So I was just like, I was just being me. But anyway, yeah, so he's like, I'll give you like 8 cold drinks. And cold drinks, they're just sodas. That's what they call them. But yeah, just like root beers. But I was like, okay, well, and then I changed my mind. I was like, never mind. I don't want to do it. And then he like, he's pissed. And then he walks out, and then he comes back in like a couple, sorry, I heard something. A couple minutes later, he comes back in with like this pillowcase full of, root beers, and he dumps them on the bed, and he's like, I got stuff. You think I'm like, he was like, you think I'm, not I'm not good for it. I got all these, cold drinks and stuff. And I was just looking at him. I didn't know what to say, so I was just like, whatever, dude. Like, I just don't want to give you my watch. I want my watch. My parents sent me this watch. Like, I need this watch, so, anyway, he goes out, and that was the last time I saw him, or that was like the main time, that was the main interaction that I had with him in that place. And then I got moved to another place, a place that was further back. So I got kind of like demoted in the hospital system. And in that place, I was in that place for probably like a week or two, and then he got sent there. And this is where it really went down. Like so much stuff happened, bro. Like it was like a battle with my spirit and his spirit, and it was like a battle with all the other spirits of all these other people in there. I'm not saying that they were all demons, because that just is crazy, but I'm saying that they all had spirits. They all had demonic spirits. Everyone has demonic spirits, and when they notice you, because when you are of the spirit of truth, those demonic spirits and other people notice you and they manifest, and they try to like attack you. They try to like it just depends who you are in the kingdom of heaven. Like it depends your level of glory. And these spirits, they see that they can see things in you that you may not necessarily know that they see, and they lead people to do certain things, and they try to destroy you like spiritually. So and the most saturated part of that, the absolute most saturated place with demonic spirits is a mental institution. It's because mental illness itself is a product of, you know, it's a product of demons. It's a product of demonic oppression, you know? Because you have to understand that, okay, I'm getting off on a tangent. I guess I'll explain it. You have to understand that like every single bad thing ever comes from directly from Satan, and every single good thing ever comes directly from God. And those manifestations in our present realm, in anything, absolutely anything, those manifestations are manifestations of what is happening spiritually in the spiritual realm, because the spiritual realm is the true realm of life. We're living in like almost like a haze, in like a dream. We're living in like a simulation. And these manifestations from that spiritual realm come into our realm, and they create sorrow when it's of the devil. It creates sorrow, it creates pain, it creates confusion, and that's all mental illness is. It's just all that stuff bonded into one. It's demonic oppression. So anyway, I was dealing with all these people with, that were demonically oppressed. And yeah, so this guy, he let me see. If you want to know his spirit, like I promise you, it is like literally, I was watching Game of Thrones, and Euron Greyjoy, like the guy that kills that dragon with the giant uh harpoon thing. That guy has the spirit of the beast, at least in that series. So if you watch like scenes with him, and you just feel that it's almost like it's like it's like it's like he thinks he's really like important, and he thinks he's like an alpha, but in actuality he's just like a complete, like he just craps his pants all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like he's such like a beta, you know what I'm saying? Like he's such like a loser. And it's like that's exactly who the beast is, and but it's like also he succeeds sometimes. He like succeeds, and it's like, why is this guy succeeding in anything? He's such like a loser. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly who the beast is. It's like this guy should not be succeeding at all in the slightest. And he's such a loser, but he's succeeding, and it's like he's just getting lucky. You know what I'm saying? He's just getting lucky, and he thinks he's cool, and it's like he's not cool at all in the slightest. Like it's not like he's a piece of crap. He literally has crap in his pants. And so Euron Greyjoy in Game of Thrones, that like if you just watch Game of Thrones and you see that guy act, and you get that like that you just don't like that guy at all, you're like, gosh, this guy is just such a he's such a loser, bro. And how does he even succeed in anything? That's like the same thing with the Beast. It's the exact same thing, bro. But yeah, so also when I was in this other place, I had another interaction with him. I remember specifically one night, he I couldn't trust him on anything, because some stuff happened to where I realized like, hey, this guy's dangerous. Like this guy, I need to really watch out for myself when it comes to this guy, because I had an extended period of time where I was exposed to this guy. So I could have talked to him, I could have, asked him for things, I could have traded with him, I could have done all this stuff, but I just wouldn't talk to him. I wouldn't trade with him. I wouldn't do anything because I wasn't sure what he was going to do. I wasn't sure what he was trying to like put like what game he was playing. Like I wasn't down for any of it. I didn't trust him at all because I had seen what he had done before. But anyway, I remember one specific time I was on my bed and he was across from me. He was in like the same little pod as me, and he had a Bible, and I was just sitting there reading my Bible, seeking God because I was in a really bad place. And he he was like, "Hey, Jack, have you ever read Exodus?" And I was like, I just looked at him and he's like, "Well, it says here, thou shalt not lie." And he was like, I think that'll help you out." So I like connected that to the reason that I was in there. He thought that I was lying. He thought that I was guilty, but in actuality, I was innocent. And God knew I was innocent. So I wasn't worried about it. But that's another thing. Like he would always try and like interject things into me and like mess me up in different ways. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it there. This is 12 minutes. So I hope that description made sense. I could yeah, so anyway, but I've seen that spirit on other people in other times, like, in other places. But I just immediately when I see it, immediately when my spirit tells me that, when I feel it in my heart, when my mind recognizes that, I just shut it down. Like I don't talk to that person. I don't do anything with that person because I don't know what I don't know what game they're playing, you know what I'm saying? And that might sound paranoid, but it's just like I don't want to mess with that stuff, man. I don't want to mess with that stuff. So that's it. My hair is so messed up, bro. Like, what is this? But yeah, that's my experience with the Beast. Uh I have a lot of other experiences, but those are just a couple things. That's the first time I met him, and then just like a little thing. But yeah, so you're on Greyjoy. If you want to really know, if you want to really feel that spirit, and if you want to, and if you or not feel that spirit, that's kind of weird, but if you want to really like, you know, get that in your mind, kind of like, oh, this is what he's talking about. Like this is what he means by like this guy has crap in his pants, and he like, has feces in his pants jiggling around in there. If you really want to like see what I'm talking about, just watch a couple scenes from Game of Thrones where Euron Greyjoy is like talking, or like where he's like trying to be cool, or like where he's trying to get power, or like where he succeeds in anything, and it's just like that's the Beast, bro. That's the Beast. But yeah, the Beast is defeated, the false prophet's defeated, Satan is defeated, death is defeated, all of it's defeated. So no problem, nothing to worry about. It's all good with Jesus Christ. And yeah, so this is where I'm gonna end it off. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new here, subscribe. Consider subscribing. I would love to have you. But yeah, peace.